Good morning, Miss Annie. You know what? I love you. I'm going to prove this to you. You know why? I'm going to tell you. There's certain things that you do that you prove that you're human on how you may not do what my family does, but what you call that? You are like me. Identical if you stop and think about it. You are very empathetic. Not sympathetic, empathy. A lot of people think, oh, Jughead's crazy, he's so picky on words and spelling. You know, like people who get, all right, Google. Boy, I miss them days. Yeah, when you used to cut up like that. But now I understand why it's done like that. Why you think I could come to you so confidently with words like empathy and sympathy? A lot of people think that's, they almost the same thing. Yeah, almost. But sometimes almost ain't good enough. Certain things, not everything. Certain things require a certain amount of appreciation. Kind of like kids, compared to other stuff. Something, yeah. I know you could relate to that. You know why? Because you got a heart of gold like me. Why do you think you tuck me in every time I go to sleep at your house? Even though it's been a while. Not because you feel guilty, you feel drawn. You can't explain it. Boy, I always gave a little doubt of that. Miss Annie, I'm embracing my true potential, my purpose. I got a big ass head. Why would I have a big ass head? Boy, if I believe what everybody jokes about, boy, I never would believe it. But I know you meant well. Nobody ever said, Jughead, your head is bigger than mine. Because to experience the shit that you went through and be able to comprehend it, there's no way I could do it with my head size. That doesn't mean that I'm weaker than you. Your head's big enough to where God gave. Boy, amazing. See how it's different with words? And when somebody would do that, that's not taking no credit away from their shot. We all talk about, boy, we know blessings and shit. The church teaches to look in the sky. How dare you call yourself a blessing? Look around, Miss Annie. And people like me and you, they ain't got enough of us because our parents scared us to shut the fuck up. But listen now. Real shit. You were put in my life for a reason. That's why you kiss me every time I go sleep. It's not because I'm sexy and I kissed your ass. I am a stud mother. Because you got an unexplainable, like a magnet drawn. So something tells you before you leave, like let's say you put me to sleep. Okay? What happens if something happened because you know damn good and well. Look at Mr. Wesley. I hate bringing up old shit. Just like that, never saw it coming. All right? You was doing this to me before Mr. Wesley. I could prove the difference. You might cry and you might call me a son of a bitch, but Miss Annie, you always made me feel loved. And it hurts when, so this is me gift wrapping, presenting you with an uncomfortable. But because of your uncomfortable, it touched a special person. In a way nobody else could feel that. And here I am. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I learned from you. By this. So you see right now, I know you almost want to choke because you know what, I'm unpredictable right now. That's why my mom and dad hate me right now. Because they know I'm dangerous because of how I can think and love. And that scares them. You're nervous on a different way because like, boy, I know he means well, and I don't like it because it's like you're biting your nails on a suspenseful move. Two totally different anxious. You one of the good guys, Miss Annie. You just like you mailed them. No matter what the kid said, Imelda learned that she done them wrong. She felt that Melissa can't feel. If Imelda wouldn't have done what she done, I wouldn't be alive to tell you this, because that's how powerful the words that come from a parent can be. PJ, Brooks, and Leah. Do you honestly think this logically now, I'm in my situation due to the lack of desire that they had, or lack of... Fuck no, how often I slept at your house? Seriously. Over the years since then, what has changed and what hasn't when you really analyze it for what it is, not for who and what they said. Leon Learat, that's a cousin in the family I never was even heard of. Wow, I wonder why. Melissa didn't want me to tell no family. But you know what? I met Leon for the first time at that funeral. Me and him talked. He said, Mom, someone's telling me I gotta see you. I'm gonna come see you again. And you could ask, you could fact check me. But you know what? The point, the feeling, it's gonna be identical. Leon Learat came see me at the veterans homeless shelter, because that's the only place I had to go right out of jail. But listen, I don't like to paint a picture like, oh, I could have done something to... I'm saying it. Really, could I? You know everything I done was love. And you know it, no matter what the fuck they say, but you kind of tied to them because you understand the dynamic. PJ and them never had to act like the way I am. If you remember Mom and Dad, I never reacted like that to you. Yeah, you could have been a son of a bitch, and so Wesley could have too. But y'all done it in a way hey, look, I'm going to make sure that my kids don't get bullied. How am I going to do that? When I correct them, before I do it, I'm going to already know on what they could possibly respond. And if I know what they're going to do before they do it, I got all the time in the world to put some thoughts in on how can I prepare myself to where I ain't got to whip the shit out of them or curse at them. Because I love my kid. Y'all had a natural, but y'all had a flow. All right? Now, when you somebody that loves like me, why do you think I always wanted to go by that? Because I couldn't get that in my own house, and I couldn't explain. I was drawn to it, just like how you was drawn to tucking me in at night. You'd feel so fucking guilty knowing that I slept at your house. And let's say something happened, God would go ahead and take my life. Not for no, just notice Daryl's time to go, just like it was Wesley's. You know, boy, that's something you don't want. You didn't have to experience it. I mean, maybe there's something happening. Hey, who am I to judge? But I'm thinking that you've seen, like I can see, and you just know it's going to happen. No, but why do you think people take the other road from us? Because we feel something that the whole world can't feel. Why they can't feel that, Miss Annie? Because they retarded? It depends on the intent. No, it all depends on how you look at the situation. Are you going to take it as a learning curve? Or are you going to take it as, oh, fuck, no, this can't be that. God's the one and only, right? Yeah. So the people that act like that, they acting like that because their children hurt the feelings. Why did the child hurt the parents' feelings? Maybe a child only knows love until the parents open their mouth. No matter how you look at it, that's facts. The parents are the guide. Okay? Y'all had the common sense because y'all was loved different or something happened. So it just came naturally. You treat your kids right. Yeah. So that gives y'all the ability to, y'all can discipline, not say, whip if it's necessary, but I guarantee you are not going to walk away. You got to speak your piece. He understood. Hey, come on, let's go have a Coke and something. Let's go forget about it. Because you know what? You handled it right there to where there's no way of running from it. You wasn't forced to it. The parents showing, hey, look, this is the safety of it. Y'all pre-thought the boundaries and no matter what, y'all let y'all kids be heard. They never done that to me in my whole life, Miss Annie. I know I told you anytime. Now look how I'm not blaming you on that. I understand where you was coming from because I was younger and I really didn't experience life yet, which is accurate, very accurate. No matter what happened, I couldn't give a heartfelt this because you know what? I'm not old enough to experience that yet. I will one day, but I gotta trust that no matter who it is, their life experiences. That's not blaming that, but that's doing it. You take away our connection, and you see that in a textbook like you're teaching kids something. Stay living on. Now you are able to look at something and you don't feel guilty or you don't feel obligated to respond for someone else. You can call it as is. And when you start able to do that, you start feeling, why do you think I always go on Facebook? You think I like doing it? No, that embarrasses the shit out of it. Why I gotta do that? I was never taught by my mom and dad how to speak up and not give a shit. I gotta teach myself, right? What better way for me to go ahead and blast my shit and